Good morning, students. Today we will start a new chapter, that is triangles. So first you should know what is meant by a triangle. Already you know from previous classes that a triangle consists of three sides, three angles, and it should be a closed figure. So here in these triangles, now in this chapter we should learn about congruency. Congruency means when we can say two triangles are exactly equal. Means if you draw a triangle and if you draw another triangle, that two triangles you have to keep one on another and it should be exactly match. Okay, AB is equals to DE. Like that, every side, one side of one triangle should match the other side of other triangle. Like that, all the sides and all the angles, if they matched exactly, then we can say that they are congruent. So what gives congruency means two figures, if they are different in size, then uh, due to of sides, means if sides are different, sizes will be different. Then if angles are different, shapes are different. So shapes means two angle means their angles will be there. No? If the angles are different, shapes becomes different. If the sides decides the sizes and angles decides the shapes. Okay, that is very important point in this. Then so when you can say two circles are congruent, when you can say two equilateral triangles are congruent. Congruent means it should fix one on another exactly. Okay, so rules and regulations of this one, criteria means SAS, SCSS, ASA, like this criteria already you know about it. So that again once we have to recall them. Okay, next first one what they given, SAS is given. Here they did not give all triple S. Okay, SAS, ASA, all they did not give. RHS, these entire already we came to know in previous classes. Means SCSS means side of one triangle are respectively equals to side of another triangle. Then we can say two triangles are congruent by the criteria of SSS axiom. Like that, you have four or five axioms, congruency axioms are there. Here we should discuss about congruency of triangles. Okay, first one they give an axiom here. Okay, what is this axiom? SAS congruency rule. What is this? This is nothing but two triangles are congruent if two sides and the included angle of one triangle are equal to the two sides and the included angle of the other triangle. See here, this figure, here it is OBC. OBC is one triangle, OAD is one triangle. So OA is there. On OA only one line is there here, and on OB one line is there. The meaning of this is O to A distance is equals to O to B distance, and O to D distance, OD length, is equals to OC length, because here two lines are drawn. Here also two lines are drawn. Means they are matching. Okay, so you know matching very well. Okay, like this these two are matching. Then two sides, included angle means which you are showing two sides are equal in between that angle. For this side and this side, between angle is this one. This is called included angle. So in SAS, A is a letter in between SS or not. Side in between A is there, means angle should be included between side and side. So SAS, side angle side of one triangle are respectively equals to side angle side of another triangle. Then these two triangles are said to be called congruent. Okay, so here question what he given is, in the given figure AB and CD are intersecting at O. AB is one line, CD is another line, they are intersecting at O, and they given OA is equals to OB, OD is equals to OC. They given that much only. They did not give these two angles are equal, but we know that If two lines are intersected, these two are called vertically opposite angles. Vertically opposite angles are always equal, and he applied SAS congruency rule, and these two triangles became congruent. So we have to do the problem like that. Okay. Then in do this, just you have to see which axioms you have to write for this one. So 50 and one side is there, 70 is there. So 50, 70 and one side. Here 60, 70 and another side is there. These two are congruent or not, he is asking. So you should use your brain. So side is included between the angles here. Okay, and one angle is 70, one angle is 50. Here side is not included between the angles. So if you know two angles, you can find out the third angle. One is 70, the other is 60. 70 plus 60 is how much? 130. And this angle becomes how much here? 50. Now this angle is 50 means again 70, 50 included side is there. 70, 50 included side is there. By ASA congruency, these two triangles will be congruent only. So don't see that 50, 70, 70, 60 and side is there. These two are not congruent. You should not say like that. Okay. So angle sum property you have to use. This angle you have to find out first. Then 70 and 50 will be there and included side is there. So 70, 70, side, 50, 50. Like that, these two triangles are by ASA congruency, these two triangles are congruent. Then if you come for this one, what he given here? So angle side, angle side, again angle side, they given. So SSA, okay, SSA is not there for us. So we didn't have SSA congruency is not there. So these two triangles are not congruent. So in the given figure, the point P bisects AB and DC. Prove triangle ABC is congruent to triangle BPD. So they given like this. P bisects AB. P bisects AB is nothing but not only AB. P bisects AB and CD. Bisect meaning is P makes AB into two equal halves. Means A to P distance is equals to P to B distance. P to C distance is equal to P to D distance. So distances are same means two sides are equal and two lines are there. Here angles are called vertically opposite angles. So side angle side of one triangle are respectively equals to side angle side of another triangle. Two triangles are congruent. Like that you can do the problems. Okay. Then other congruence rule. Just now we came to know about SAS rule. You have more. That is ASA congruency rule. ASA means angle side angle. Just now we came to know about it, and he given here proof for that one. So what is proof? See, angle side angle, angle side angle. The axiom is two triangles are congruent if two angles and the included side of one triangle are equal to two angles and the included side of the other triangle. Okay, triangle ABC, triangle DEF. He took two triangles ABC and DEF, and also what he given here, angle B is equals to angle E, angle C is equals to angle F, BC is equals to EF. These two are given. What you have to prove? These two triangles are congruent. You have to prove it. So here what cases will be arises here? So proof, there will be three possibilities. The possibilities between AB and DE are either, see here, BC is equal, already he given. So here three possibilities will be either AB should be equals to AB is equals to DE. AB is equals to DE it should be, or DE is greater than AB, or DE is equals to AB. Like that three possibilities will be arises. In the three possibilities you have to check that whether they are congruent or not. So if AB is equals to DE, there is no problem at all. If AB is equals to DE, AB is equals to DE, one side of one triangle are respectively equals to one side of another triangle. They given angle B is equal to angle E. They also given BC is equal to EF. So side angle side included angle, okay, are equal. By SAS congruency rule, these two triangles are congruent. Theorem completed. Now another possibility is what? AB is greater than DE. AB is greater than DE. So what you have to do is you have to take compass. D to E, how much distance is there? B to same distance you have to draw one arc. So BP is equals to, you are getting DE. BP is equals to DE, you are getting. This angle B is equal to angle E. So BC is equals to EF. So PBC triangle is congruent to DEF. You are getting PBC triangle is congruent to DEF according to SAS congruency rule, because PB is equals to DE. Why you took like this means AB is greater than DE. AB length is greater than DE means P falls inside or down of A. Like that he took here one. So PBC is congruent to DEF means since the triangles are congruent. So PBC and DEF are congruent means angle PCB is equals to what? DFE. Because two triangles are congruent means you can say corresponding angles also equal. So PBC is congruent to DF means PCB angle should be equals to DFE. But what he given in this given angle C is equal to angle F is given. So angle C is equal to angle F means angle ACB is equals to angle DFE. Right side DFE is there, here DFE is there. So LHS must be equal. Angle ACB is equal to angle PCB. So ACB and PCB are equal. So it is impossible. When they will be possible means when P coincides with A. So otherwise it is impossible. So it is wrong. So ABC is congruent to DEF. Like that it won't be happen. Same like that if you take DE is greater than AB. See here DE is greater than AB. What you have to take is A to B, how much distance is there? E to same distance you have to draw an arc and mark that point as M. So ME is equal to AB and angles are equal and sides are equal. So by SAS congruency rule, triangle MEF is congruent to triangle ABC. Again same process if you done like say case 2. So these two triangles means angle ACB and angle MEFE are equal, but they given in the question that ACB and DFE are equal. So it is not possible. So this is also wrong. So two triangles are congruent by ASA congruency rule. Like that you can see. Now we will go for some problems in exercise 7.1 and we will see it. So in exercise 7.1 first question, in quadrilateral ACBD, AC is equals to AD and AB bisects, so show the AB bisects angle A, show the triangle ABC is, this symbol is called congruent. Okay, this symbol is called congruent. Okay, now you can see. In quadrilateral ACBD, AC is equals to AD and AB bisects angle A, show that triangle ABC is congruent to triangle ABD. What can you say about BC and BD? Now, same diagram which is given here, I am drawing here again. Okay, he kept here one point C and here he kept here another point D and he joined here. Same problem means somewhat diagram changed, don't worry. Okay, now it is there like this and he named vertices as AB and CD. Vertices given. Here one line is there, here one line is there and here angle symbol is there. Here also angle symbol is there. So first after drawing diagram, whenever you are doing the problem, write given. Given means in question if you read what you are understood, what is given. Quadrilateral ACBD. ACBD is a quadrilateral. ACBD is a quadrilateral. It is given for us. ACBD is a quadrilateral. And what he given again still? AC is equals to AD. AC is equals to AD also given. Okay. And also AB bisects AB bisects angle A. It is also given for us. Okay, these all are given. Next, required to prove. What you have to prove this one with this? So you have to prove triangle ABC. Okay, now you can see. ACBD is a quadrilateral is given. AC is equals to AD is given. AB bisects angle A. Required to prove triangle ABC is congruent to triangle ABD. Okay. Diagram again, once you have to draw, given you have to write, required to prove. If you write like this, diagram already they will give in the question paper, again you have to draw with pencil. Given you should write, required to prove you should write. Then out of 4 you will get 1 mark, 100%. Okay. So after this proof means what you have to do it. So here compare. See these two triangles. AB bisects angle A means the meaning of this one. AB bisects angle A means angle CAB is equals to angle DAB. Since AB bisects angle A. The meaning of bisect means it make into two equal halves. So here AB is a line segment. It bisects angle A means angle A is made into two equal halves. So we wrote like this. It is equation number 1. Then now I am comparing triangle ABC here, and I am keeping one line here, and triangle ABD here. Okay, I am comparing these two. So first what you have to do is, they given AC is equals to AD, so I wrote AC is equals to AD. AC should be a part in triangle ABC, AD should be a part in a triangle ABD. Then what you proved from equation number 1, angle CAB is equals to angle DAB. So you should not write DAB here, CAB here. You should not write, because angle CAB belongs to triangle ABC only. So triangle ABC, if you keep heading, these entire side or angle should belongs to same triangle. Then this AB is common side. So here AB is a side in both the triangles. See, AB is common side. For above triangle AB is there, for below triangle AB is there. So AB is equal to AB, and here you have to write since common side. Since common side. And here how you wrote this one? It is from equation number 1. From equation number 1. And how you wrote this one? It is given. It is given. What you are doing? You are comparing two triangles. So here first one is side, angle, side. Side, angle, side of one triangle are respectively equal to side, angle, side of another triangle. Therefore, by SAS congruency. Okay, triangle ABC is congruent to triangle ABD. Now two triangles are congruent. When you can say two triangles are congruent means corresponding sides, corresponding angles are equal. Corresponding side means for this AC, corresponding side is AD. For this BC, corresponding side is BD. For this angle CAB, corresponding angle is angle DAB. Angle ACB, corresponding angle is ADB. And for CBA, corresponding angle is ABD. So like this, corresponding sides are equal, corresponding angles are equal. Then what you have to do, what can you say about BC and BD? So what can you say about BC, BD means BC and BD are corresponding sides and they are equal. You have to write here, BC and BD are corresponding sides. Corresponding sides in congruent triangles. In congruent triangles, and they are equal. Since they are congruent, they are equal. Means BC is equals to BD. So whoever they will do like this, then only they will get full marks. Okay. So this triangles is also somewhat difficult chapter, because you should use your brain. So I already said to you, some you have to by heart it, okay, or you have to practice in the sense, if you do three times it will come. But geometry is, if you do 2 3 times also you won't get it unless you are using your brain. Okay, so you should understand and you have to do this one. Okay, remaining maybe by practicing it will come. But this particular geometry chapter, by practicing also somewhat difficult, you should use your brain. Now one problem is completed, then we will go for second. So you try it, then we'll see in next class. Thank you.